Dear children, welcome back to the online session of Sri Kakulam Public School, Vadagara. Good morning to everyone. I hope all of you are fine. At present, we are passing through a critical situation. One side, then we are facing the spread of COVID-19. The same time, due to heavy rain, landslides, floods, and the accidents occurring. So we can pray to the God to protect us from this dangerous situation. Okay? Yes. Now, let me to continue the lesson Nationalism in Europe. Did you remember what did we discuss in the last class? The previous class, we discussed the unification of Germany. Okay? Then the spread of nationalism, liberal nationalist idea that inspired the Germans. And they worked for the unification of Germany. And in 1871, they declared the unification of Germany. Clear? The same way, then that happened in Italy also. The Italians, they also argued for unification. 1848, the spread of liberal nationalism that inspired the Europeans. Listen, and in 1848, nationalism in Europe that moved away from the association with the democracy and revolution. And the nationalist sentiments were often mobilized by conservatives for promoting the state power. They wanted to promote the state power over the conservative. So they also supported for the unification of Italy. And this can be observed in the process of the unification of Italy. Clear it? Then now we can discuss the first point, that is political fragmentation. Italians, they were scattered over several dynastic states and multinational empire. Listen, it was divided into 7 states. The northern Italy in the hands of Habsbsburg Empire, central Italy under the hands of Pope, and southern Italy, then the 2 kingdoms of Sicilies that were in the hands of Bourbon kings of Spain. Only one Italian state, that was Sardinia Piedmont, ruled by the Italian prince. The remaining states were under the hands of other empires. So there was no unity among the Italians. The Italian language had many regional and local variation. Even in the language, local variations there. So they argued for the unification of Italy. Please see this chart. The political fragmentation divided into 7 states. Northern Italy, Habsburg Empire, central under Pope, southern Bourbon kings of Spain, and only one state, Sardinia Piedmont, under whom the Italian prince. Clear? And then next second point. Second point that you already studied. Did you remember Giuseppe Mazzini in 1830 and 1848? He tried to unify Italy. Listen for the second point, that is the role of Giuseppe Mazzini. In 1830, he organized the secret society known as Young Italy with the purpose of unification of Italy. But his attempt was a failure. His attempt in 1830, that was a failure. The nationalist attempt of unifying Italy in 1830 and 1848, it was a failure. Please see the chart. The Giuseppe Mazzini's picture you can see, and then the formation of the secret society. Now look at the third point, role of Victor Emmanuel II. The Sardinia Piedmont, that was only one state under the Italian prince. Okay, that was ruled by Victor Emmanuel II. Then he took the initiative of the unification of Italy. Listen, because the ruling elites of this region, they thought a unified Italy offered the possibility of economic development and political dominance. So, under his leadership, then started the unification of Italy. The next point, the fourth point, please see that the role of Count Camillo de Cavour. Who was Count Camillo de Cavour? Count Camillo de Cavour was the chief minister. Then he was very good in French language. Listen, he spoke French better than that of Italian language. And so he made a good diplomatic relation with France. And with the support of France, he conquered northern Italy from whom? Northern Italy from Austro-Habsburg Empire. We discussed that it was under the control of Austro-Habsburg Empire, and in 1859 with the support of France, then Cavour he conquered northern Italy. Clear it? Please see the picture of Count Camillo de Cavour, the chief minister of Sardinia Piedmont. The next point, the role of Giuseppe Garibaldi. Giuseppe Garibaldi, he also played a great role for the unification of Italy. Then a large number of armed volunteers under the leadership of Garibaldi, they also joined the attempt of unification. A large number of volunteers under Giuseppe Garibaldi, they joined the movement for the purpose of unification of Italy. Then in 1860, they marched into the southern Italy. Listen, they marched into the southern Italy and the kingdoms of the Two Sicilies, you know, that were under the hands of Bourbon kings of Spain. And with the support of the local peasants of that area, Garibaldi, he conquered southern Italy from the Bourbon kings of Spain. Clear it? Please see the picture of Garibaldi. And the next point, the last point, that is Declaration of Unification. Listen, after conquering the northern part from Austro-Habsburg Empire and the southern Italy from Bourbon kings of Spain, they declared the unification in 1861. And Victor Emmanuel II, the king of Sardinia Piedmont, he became the king of unified Italy. And most of the Italians, they were illiterate. Listen, the Italians were illiterate. So, they were unaware of the liberal nationalist movements. One example, listen, then here, the peasants who supported Garibaldi, they had never heard of Italia. Then they believed that Latalia, that was Victor Emmanuel's wife. This example showing the illiteracy of the Italians. Clear it? I hope all of you understood. Okay? And what did we discuss today? Did you remember? The unification of Italy. And please see the picture of Victor Emmanuel II. He was declared as the king of the unified Italy. Next, please see the map. Here, the first map showing Italy in 1858, divided into 7 states. Northern part, please see the Austro-Habsburg Empire, central part Pope, and southern part Bourbon kings of Spain. Only Sardinia Piedmont in the hands of Italian prince. And the second map showing after the unification of Italy. Okay? Did you clear? Then, what did we discuss today? We discussed the unification of Italy, mainly 5 points. The first point, political fragmentation. Second, role of Giuseppe Mazzini. Third, Victor Emmanuel II. Then, Count Camillo de Cavour, the chief minister of Sardinia Piedmont. Next, the declaration of the unification. I hope all of you understood. Okay, this is a very important question for the CBSE board exam. So please go through this and prepare the notes. Don't forget that.